Welcome back to our Utah Dedicated Hunter Program Series, Episode 3. On this episode, we'll be going on the Utah General Muzzleloader hunt in late September. It's been a long few weeks in between the archery and the muzzleloader. On the archery hunt, as you saw in Episode 2, we found 2 bucks that we were going to go after. Walking Tall was a tall 4x3, which would be number 1 on my list, and another 4x3 that's a little wider that we nicknamed Whitey. Both bucks we decided would be shooters, and given the opportunity, we were going to harvest them. This hunt is my favorite for many reasons. One of the best things about the muzzleloader hunt is this time of year, the elk are in the rut, screaming and going crazy, and the colors up on the mountain are beautiful. As I said, it's been a long few weeks, and I couldn't wait to get back up on the mountain. As you see this film, you'll see that this is one of the craziest hunting experiences that I've ever had. And to be able to harvest the buck like Walking Tall, for me, after watching him for so long, was just icing on the cake. Alright, just pulling into camp, guys. Night before the muzzleloader. A little late getting here, but get stuff unpacked and get things ready to go. Really excited though. It's gonna be fun. I'm glad to get back up on the mountain. It's been a long week, so it's good to get up here. And right off the get-go, it was full bore. The first deer I saw opening day of the muzzleloader hunt was Walking Tall. They started off quick and just snowballed from there. Those 2 bucks are right back here in the same canyon. I've got them right now at about 250 yards, but they're feeding up, and so I'm going to let them feed a little higher, I think, and then hopefully I can sneak over to them. Alright, those deer are right down. Well, guys, there was lots of deer in here this morning. Those bucks were right here again. I got a shot at that taller one at about 200 yards, but I shot just below him. So
I snuck down a little further because the wider one was with him, and he didn't go very far. They both stayed right here. And so I tried to sneak down the bottom so they wouldn't get back into the trees and force them up this bare hill. And I did, and they went up, but they got a little far. And then there were some other hunters that came in and were shooting too. So I think they kind of scattered and they've gone all over the place. But I just got done looking, making sure that I didn't hit that buck. There was no blood or anything. So we'll keep after them though. It was awesome. Can't ask for a better opening morning. So hopefully they'll be around still in this area after all the shooting this morning. It's a pretty cool looking buck. He's got 4 on his left side, and his right is broken off about maybe 4 inches from the base. I just shot that buck out of his bed there. It was the one with the broken tine. I think he's the tall one that I've been chasing, which is weird because I saw him yesterday. So if he broke it yesterday. But I was gonna shoot that wider one, that wider 4x3 that's with him. He was right up there with him too, but he was up in the trees and I couldn't quite get a good shot on him. Plus it's hard to pass up a shot on a buck that's in his bed. So anyways, I don't really want to push him too hard, so I'm just gonna kind of go over. I've been sitting here for a while, but he stumbled and laid down, and I watched him for a while, but he got up and kind of stumbled down a little bit ago, so I'm just gonna go over to see if I can find the start of a blood trail and just kind of sit for a bit. guys. I've been trying to find blood. Haven't been able to find it. Hiked down a little further into where I'd seen him kind of stumble and found a little bit of blood. And I found that other buck that was with it. And then the buck that I shot jumped and kind of stumbled down further. And the other two kind of went up. Just walking this side hill trying to see if I could find blood or find an area where they'd went. It's been about 2 hours since I've seen them, and kind of was hiking back around. Thought maybe, figured that he wouldn't go up being injured, so I decided to come a little bit lower and sneak across. And anyways, I was walking across here just kind of taking my sweet time, and I heard something break right here at this tree right there. It's about 15 yards, and the buck was laying right behind it.
Coming up only to hold you under, and coming up only to show you wrong, and to know you is hard, and we wonder. To know you all wrong, we won.
This has been awesome, man. This has been an awesome hunt. I've chased this guy for about a month and a half between the archery and now the muzzleloader. Not quite how I pictured him being with his breaking this side off, but still awesome to connect on this buck and be able to get him. It's always the best when you have a little bit of history with him, I think. He was right up there with that other 4x3 that he's been running with all year, and I was gonna shoot the 4x3, but ever since day one we saw these bucks, and I said I liked the tall one, and I was gonna go after him. And so just because he broke that tine off, it don't matter to me. I was so happy to be able to get in on him and connect with him. So it's been an awesome hunt. I'm as happy as you could be.
Really too late to call, so we wait for morning to wake you is all we got. But to know me as hardly golden is to know me. This one's for the lonely, the ones that seek and find, only to be let down time after time. This one's for the torn down, the experts at the fall. Come on friends, get up now, you're not alone at all. Oh, oh, oh. This part
Made it
was
to the
for
trail.
her, and this part was for her. This part was for her. Does she remember? It comes and goes in waves.
This truly was one of the craziest hunting experiences that I have ever had. To be able to harvest this buck was amazing. A few days after I harvested Walking Tall, I was back in the same area helping my dad with his tag. As we were hunting and got on some deer, we ended up coming across a few hunters. And as we got talking, I asked one of the hunters if he was in there opening day. He told me that he had, and he told me that he had actually shot the antler off of the buck. I couldn't believe what I heard. After I showed him some pictures of the buck that I'd harvested, missing an antler, he walked over to his truck, pulled out the other side, handed it to me and said, "This belongs to you." It truly was one of the craziest experiences ever. To be able to harvest this buck was amazing, but then to get the other side and the way that it all came together, I couldn't have drawn it up better myself.